So earlier this week, I put out a video on my YouTube channel. You may not have seen it on a story of how one of my clients broke through a weight loss plateau. And it was really more of a mental shift that my client made to break through that weight loss plateau. And I wanted to share another story of one of my clients that responded. She watched the video and she responded to it. And I want to read her text message that she sent me, and I'll probably put the message up on the screen so you can read along as well, even though I'm trying to make these videos as unedited as possible. But I'll add the screenshot of that message up on the screen so you can read it as well. But here's the message that she sent. Let's see. All right. So again, it was about a message after she watched a video that I put up of how my client broke through a weight loss plateau with a mental shift that my client made. So it says, love this. Any weight loss strategy that begins with most of them now, it's not, or no, it's not your fault, have always been suspect to me. So what she's saying is any weight loss strategy that tells people that the where you are is not your fault has always been suspect to her. And that was part of what I talked about in that video. If you didn't watch it, is that in order for you to really realize your potential when it comes to weight loss or any goal, you have to first accept that you are where you are because of you primarily. Maybe you didn't play every piece of the role in getting you to where you're at, but you have to take full responsibility for where you're at, because that's the only way you can change it. You cannot change something that you don't believe you had a part in causing. So that's the first thing. She says, again, all have always been suspect to me. It's a gimmick designed to keep people fat and keep coming back. And I believe that's true. Like, if you believe that you have no role in where you're at, you're going to keep going back. Because people oftentimes, we rather be, not everybody, but a lot of people would rather be lied to and told what they want to hear than be told the truth. So you got to watch out for that as well, because once you accept that you are where you are because of you, that's the first step in changing. So her message goes on to say, now, here's where I've gotten some room for improvement. She said, I own the negative, but I have a tendency to discount the positive. And this is one thing I talk about to all my clients is that well, let me keep reading. So she says, so I own that I got fat, but I don't own that I'm making progress. And this is important because it's easy to beat yourself up over where you're at, so much so that you don't see the little improvements that you're making along the way, because you are so focused on that big goal that you can't see the half a pound that you lost. You think that half a pound is insignificant. You can't see the fact that your clothes fit a little bit better, because that's not where you ultimately want to be. So we got to learn along the journey to celebrate every move in the right direction. Because if you discount those moves in the right direction as insignificant, you will often stop doing the things that created those little movements in the first place. And this is how people end up giving up. They say, well, what the heck? I'm not losing 3 or 4 pounds a week, or I'm not getting the results that so-and-so got, so this isn't working. But they discount that half a pound, that pound that they did lose, and not realizing that if you just stay on that route of losing that half a pound, that pound, That half a pound, that pound turns into 3 pounds. It turns into 5 pounds. It turns into 10 pounds. Turns into 20 pounds. Over time, it's compounding interest of doing the same things over and over and over and over again. So this is the part that you have to remember, that yes, you are where you are. Acknowledge that. Take action and expect that you're probably going to see slow progress over time, but celebrate every move in the right direction. She goes on to say, so I think I'm going to be intentional this week. Intentional is a key word. Intentional this week about celebrating my wins with a pat on the back. Every single client, if I looked at all of my clients over the course of my 34-year coaching career, my 34-year training career, the one thing I will tell you is that the most successful people were always, without a doubt, the most intentional about what they did, when they did it, and how they did it. So add that into your path, into your journey. Add intentional behaviors into your journey. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's a lot of people do that. We either don't take responsibility for where we are, but when we do take responsibility for where we are, we beat ourselves up. We don't take responsibility in a constructive way, in a way that we're trying to figure out a solution. So instead of beating yourself up, don't beat yourself up, but try to find a solution to get you from where you're at to where you want to be. And then implement that solution, and then don't discount the small movements. Because as I like to say, slow progress is better than no progress. So let me know down below in the comments what you think about that. If you can resonate, if that resonates with you, and let's continue the conversation down below in the comments. And again, guys, if you need any help on your journey, no hard sell, but I am a coach. I can help you. Click the first link below in the description, fill out the form, and let's figure out what we need to do together to get you from where you're at to where you want to be.